everyone, and welcome back to Historical Belle. I am Marie of Historical Belle. Oh, and this is Lucky. Say hi, Lucky. Mwah. She's the true star of this channel. Anyway, today I am going to show you how I made Molly's accessories to go with my Meet Molly cosplay. And we're also going to review Molly's accessories that American Girl doll sells. So first, let's look at Molly's accessories and analyze them so that we can recreate them. So I have a little bit of a special situation that we are going to investigate today. When I got Molly back in the early 2000s, my mom got me her accessories but never gave them to me. So I didn't think I had them. But then about last year when I told her about how I was getting back into American Girl dolls and I was going to do the Molly Project, she found this in our basement. But I had already bought the re-released Molly accessories, so these are the most recent ones. And I think it's really interesting that they are not exactly the same. So we are going to unbox both of them and compare them. And I think it's going to be very interesting and very enlightening, and will also inform my journey of trying to recreate Molly's accessories, because I have been going with more of the classic one that I had when I was a kid, but also I want to stay up to date. I want to stay current, stay fashionable for the historical kids. So let's look at them. Of course, we will start with the first one, the American Girls collection. I miss these boxes. This is like Christmas right here. This is what I remember. So of course, we have Molly's beret, the classic. So cute. Has a nice little lip in there. Feels so good. Feels like wool. Of course, her cute embroidered hanky with her name monogrammed on it, and then little red thread running about, and you can see that they've double hemmed. So good. Of course, we have her red bag. Little satchel bag here. Opens up. Ooh! There's the penny! Comes with a copy of a 1943 steel penny. It does say copy. 'Tis not real. And then we also have her locket. And it says, Molly's father was a doctor who was far away during World War II, caring for wounded soldiers. While he was gone, Molly wore his picture in her silver locket. Cut out Dad's picture and glue it inside the heart of Molly's locket. It's a special treasure for Molly and a keepsake from you from the American Girl collection. So cute. So this opens. You can glue this little picture of her dad in the locket. How awesome is that? Alright, and I think, yes. Alright, that is everything from the historic collection. So, I'm going to move that over here and then we'll unbox this one. Alright, so now let's unbox the most recent edition of Molly's accessories. So of course we have a beret. This one feels a little softer than the older one. Of course we have the Molly hanky. This looks exactly like the other one. Her little satchel, so cute. Let's see. Nope, nothing in that one. We have the steel penny. Here it says Molly's penny. Little steel penny. 19 1943, which is when the book series starts. One copy. Looks a little different on the back. Of course, we have the locket. Ooh. Now this locket does not open, so we can't put the picture of her dad inside. And I miss that it has that little note, because I think that was really special. But we do have this. We have a letter from Molly McIntire. Oh, we have her address. And of course that would be from her dad. Or is this a letter? This is a letter to her dad from Molly. Okay. Yes. Dear Dad, Merry Christmas! How are you? I am fine, except I wish you could somehow magically be home for Christmas. Do you have a Christmas tree in the hospital? I hope so. Gram and Grandpa are bringing our Christmas tree tomorrow. I hope it's a big one. Right now, Mom is making a wreath for the front door, and Ricky and Brad are listening to the radio. Jill is knitting. I hope you got the presents we sent you. We haven't gotten any presents from you yet. Probably they will come soon. XOXOXO XOX Molly. Super cute. But this kind of goes with Molly's surprise, not Meet Molly. And Molly's accessories usually go with her meet outfit, so a little off-brand, but American Girl did redo all of the books. So Molly, A Winning Spirit, has like the first 3 books in it. So I guess since they redid the books, and this is in the first book, that makes sense. Alright, now let's compare. So these are pretty much exactly the same. Practically identical. The only difference is that the locket, this one opens and has a cute picture and a little backstory with it. This one just has the locket. This one does have the letter from Molly to her dad though, from Molly's surprise, or Molly, A Winning Spirit. The penny, steel penny, it's pretty much exactly the same, exactly on the front, and this one has a little bit more detail on the back. What I think is most interesting is the hats. They are almost the same, but they're different colors, like they're different shades. You can see there in the swatching. So this one is much darker of a navy, and this one is a little bit more royal of a navy. So when I got my Molly skirt, it's more of this color navy. So I think that's really interesting. So my skirt matches more of the modern Molly than historical early, oh, I hate saying early 2000s Molly, but the early 2000s Molly has the darker navy than this one. Because when I had my Molly, ooh, hello Lucky. So when I had my Molly wear her hat, the shades don't really match up with the new one because I have the older doll. Oh, Lucky. Which one do you like better? So Lucky has decided that she likes the newer version of the accessories better, and she really likes that blue hat. She really likes sitting on that color blue. I'm not completely sure why. Lucky, would you like to tell your viewers anything? Okay. Thank you for your insight. We appreciate it. So for some of the accessories, I decided to make them, and for some of them, I decided to buy them. For the purse, I'm not really a leather worker, so I went around trying to find a red purse that looked like it could be from the 1940s or maybe like 50s. Something that was vintagey, and I found this one in an antique store on our way to Florida for vacation last year. I have been planning this project for a while, so it really, a lot of it has just been like waiting to find the perfect thing. So I found this purse and I thought that it was so perfect and cute. It was the right shade of red. It had that vintage feel. It felt like it could be 1940s. I don't think it is though. I think it's probably more 50s or 60s, but it is adorable. They're perfect shade. It's not an over the shoulder bag like Molly has, but I'm not trying to go for a perfect recreation. I want to honor the outfit and the inspiration, but if it's something else that would work in the era, I'm okay with that. So, but you have to have a red purse. So I got this one. It's so cute. It has a little snap opening here, and then has nice metal on these sides, and then it has, oh, I love Halloween candy in here. I got a Reese's. It was fun, and then it has a nice little zipper compartment in the middle here, but it doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the purse. It only is at the top, so at the bottom you actually have a fair amount of room to keep your Reese's. So to complete Molly's outfit, I needed to have her accessories. Now, some of the accessories I was able to find in antique stores or vintage stores or made myself, but some of them I thought, you know what, it's just going to be way easier if I order this from Amazon, so I did. Now let us unbox these things. So this is, or will be, Molly's locket. Molly has a locket in the story. It shows up in Molly Learns a Lesson, and she talks about how she wears a silver locket around her neck with a picture of her dad in it because he is a doctor who is over in England taking care of wounded soldiers. And this way, even though he's far away, she keeps him close to her heart, which is really, really sweet. So I wanted to make sure I had a silver locket for my Molly outfit. Now, my dad is helping me with a project because, of course, Molly has a photo of her dad inside of it, but like, I'm not going to make a photo of Mr. McIntire to put in there because, I don't know, that just didn't feel right. But my grandfather, my pap, he served in World War II, so my dad is helping me with a digitized version of my pap's World War II service photo, and we are trying to make it fit into years. So thankfully my dad is very good at numbers and math and shapes, so he has wonderfully volunteered to help make the photo the correct size so that we can print it out and fit it in here.
My pap was at Tulane University on a football scholarship when he was drafted into World War II. He chose to serve with the Marines. He then went to boot camp in San Diego before being sent on to Honolulu for further training. The training tanks had rubber wheels, so as part of his training, he once drove one of the tanks through downtown Honolulu just for the heck of it. After he learned how to drive a light tank M3A1, he was then sent on to Camp Catlin, where he learned how to fix and drive a Sherman tank, which were medium-weight tanks. The U.S. military then needed replacements for the tank platoon on Midway, so he and his buddies were sent to it. 16 of them were shipped out. Midway was about 500 miles from Camp Catlin. Pap was not there for the Battle of Midway. That happened the year before he was drafted. He was there to make sure that the island of Midway stayed under U.S. control. The boat from Camp Catlin to Midway made regular runs, and it took 3 days. Pap said that Tokyo Rose even mentioned that boat, said they were going to sink it. And it was a very unnerving trip. My dad was able to help me size the photo correctly to where it'll fit in my locket, and then I printed it out. My dad even included little cutting lines where I should cut it out. I then just glued the photo into the locket because I have no intentions of ever removing it, so that's a way to make it permanently stick. This was the most special part of this project to me, was getting to honor my pap and keep him close to my heart in this way. He passed away 10 years ago this year, and of course my family and I still miss him, but we take comfort in the fact that he enjoyed his life thoroughly until the moment of his death, and he lived a meaningful, full, and long life. And to this day, when I think of what it means to be an American, I think of my pap, who served in World War II and was born on the 4th of July.
Alright, so here I have some more Molly accessories to open. I feel like I just bought like a Molly starter pack on Amazon. I got some little bobby socks because I feel like Molly, you know, she has to have like her little bobby socks. So perfect. Ooh, okay. And then I also got, oh no, it doesn't. Do they? See. Yes, they do. So, and they have like a nice little frill right here at the top, which I think is just adorable. Alright, and the last thing, which, I mean, just completes the Molly look. The beret, of course. I feel like this is the I am Molly, obviously.
The next accessory I needed to make was Molly's monogrammed handkerchief. This is such a staple in the Molly accessories package, and there wasn't much changeover between the older version of accessories and the newer one, but the handkerchief was exactly the same. Also, I was looking through the Molly craft book earlier, and a monogrammed handkerchief is one of the crafts in her craft book. So it's just a Molly classic. So for the name Molly on the handkerchief, I decided to use my embroidery machine. And I didn't have quite the perfect matching font, but I had one that looked kind of swirly. So I used the font that was already preset in my machine that best matched the font on the handkerchief. Of course, I used a bright red thread to match the thread that was used on Molly's accessories for her handkerchief, and it really pops. And it really has a red, white, and blue kind of feel, very patriotic, which makes sense because Molly is described as being patriotic when she has her characteristics listed. She's usually listed as being patriotic and loyal, and that she's also lovable and lively. Now, of course, Molly's handkerchief doesn't just have her name on it, it also has nice little just red stitching around the border, and I really love the detail on the American Girl doll accessories that the red stitches actually hold up a small hem. So of course I had a nice little small hem turned up for the handkerchief, and then I was able to go into my cookie tin, because where else do you keep embroidery thread, and pulled out the perfect red thread to match, and then just did some nice running stitches to hold up that hem. And I didn't want them to look too perfect because the one on Molly's accessories looked like Molly did it, and I love that. It doesn't look like some machine did it. They purposely made it look hand done, even though a machine definitely does do it, but I just appreciate the attention to detail that takes. This was one of the last accessories that I needed to complete, and I was literally doing this on Halloween as trick-or-treaters were coming to my door. So in between trick-or-treaters, I would go and just do a few more stitches. The last thing that I needed to complete Molly's accessory was a 1943 steel penny. A 1943 steel cent or steel penny is, well, a US 1-cent coin that was struck with steel because there was a shortage of copper due to World War II. My husband enjoys collecting coins, so thankfully he had several of these that I could just choose from for my outfit. That's Molly's accessories from American Girl doll, and here are mine. I think I did a pretty great job. Of course, not all of the accessories are exact, but I do feel like they fit within the spirit and time period that I was going for, and I am so happy. They truly complete my outfit just like the American Girl doll accessories completes the outfit for the American Girl doll character. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you come back next time as I complete Molly Learns a Lesson outfit. For more updates and behind the scenes, please join me over on Patreon and become part of the Historical Belle Society.